Welcome to the Travel Squad podcast, where adventure meets inspiration. We're your hosts. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Jamal. Together we explore international destinations, hike epic national parks, and share unforgettable travel experiences with you, one passport stamp at a time.
Our mission is to inspire you to travel by showing you how you can make it work no matter your budget, schedule, or experience level.
We bring you along so that you can laugh, get excited, and start planning your own trip.
So grab your ticket and your passport.
And don't forget your travel insurance.
And get ready to embark on a new adventure with us around the globe.
Hey, Squaddies! Travel Squad Podcast is back with Just the Tip, our Friday mini episode series where we give you quick travel stories, hacks, and recommendations to set you off into the weekend right. Today, you just have me, Kim, for a solo episode to share my luxurious experience at the Driskill afternoon tea. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know that we absolutely love afternoon tea. We've done it at Shanghai Disney, in Denver, in Bangkok, and all over the world. We absolutely love it, and we're going to break down this experience because it's one of Austin's most iconic hotels and afternoon tea experiences. This afternoon tea takes place at the Driskill, which is a historic hotel in downtown Austin. It's right on 6th Street downtown. It opened originally in 1886. It's one of the oldest operating hotels in all of Texas, and it's very significant because of its history, right? It was built by Colonel Jesse Driskill. He was a wealthy cattle baron who wanted to build this extremely luxurious hotel really to flaunt his wealth, and it still stands today and does just that. It has this Romanesque architecture, marble floors, these towering columns and arched doorways and detailed stonework. It's a very, very beautiful building. Even if you're just visiting Austin, you should go inside and check it out. Maybe get a drink at the lobby bar. Maybe stay the night if you dare, because there are a lot of stories around town that it is haunted, that there's been ghost sightings, that Colonel Driskill has even been seen himself, or a little girl holding a ball. Why is it always a little girl holding a ball at all these haunted hotels, right? It's very cultural, though. Outside of just being a haunted hotel and a beautiful hotel, it served as the gathering place for politicians, celebrities, artists, tons of important events and political events. President Lyndon B. Johnson watched the results of his Senate election at the Driskill Hotel in 1948. So it's got a lot of history and it's very, very beautiful. There are a few different places you can dine in this hotel. The Driskill Grill, it's a fine dining restaurant. They also have the 1886 Cafe and Bakery. I've had brunch here before and got a Texas-shaped waffle with this delicious whipped cream and berries on top. Really, really good. The 1886 Cafe and Bakery is also the restaurant that puts on the afternoon tea.
This episode is brought to you by United Airlines. When you want to make the most of your vacation, book with United. They're an airline that cares about your travels as much as you do. United is transforming the flying experience with Bluetooth connectivity, screens, power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to help fit everyone's bag. And with their app, you can skip the bag check line, get live updates, and more. Change the way you fly. Book your next trip today at united.com.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
This episode is brought to you by Ring cameras and doorbells. A lot happens while you're away from home. That's why Ring makes it easy to check in from anywhere. Whether you're saying hi to an unexpected guest, making sure those packages are safe, or keeping your pets company while you're out grabbing groceries. It's all a few taps away, right from your phone. Be there with Ring. Explore cameras, doorbells, alarm kits, and more right now at ring.com.
The afternoon tea actually situates you in the beautiful lobby, but it is brought out from the 1886 bakery. So let's get into the experience a little bit. When you show up, you have already prepaid for your afternoon tea experience. You do want to book well in advance because it does sell out most of the time. It's about $100 for adults and $50 for children. Like I said, it takes place in the lobby. So when you show up, you will go to Cafe 1886. There will be a check-in station right there. You'll see your name on a little nameplate. You can pick that, and then they'll escort you to which table has been reserved for you. The tables are already set up beautifully when you show up, so you can see that all around the lobby. There's people dressed to the nines in their afternoon tea outfits. And when you sit down at your table, you're going to see a beautiful setup. Everything they bring out has fresh flowers with it. So there's flowers all over the table. There's gorgeous plate seatings. Your menu is there. Your glasses are set up nicely. They already have the clotted cream, lemon curd, and mango marmalade on the table. That does rotate seasonally, but when I went over the summer, that's what they had, and it was gorgeous. The one thing about this afternoon tea that really surprised me that I was not expecting is unlimited Prosecco is included. So I said it was about $100 per adult. That is somewhat steep for afternoon tea. Usually they're somewhere between $50 and $100. But because unlimited Prosecco is included with this afternoon tea, I really do think that price is justified. So as soon as you sit down, your waitress will come over. She'll ask if you'd like a glass of Prosecco. She will come back multiple times throughout the afternoon tea. So really pace yourself. I ended up having 3 Proseccos during this 2-hour experience. And every afternoon tea does it a little bit differently. And I think that's why the Travel Squad really likes to experience them in different places. Because if you go to London or Canada or Bangkok, they're all going to be a little bit different. And this one was. In a lot of afternoon teas, you can choose from their tea menu and you get your own personal pot of tea. They don't do that at the Driskill. They actually have a prefix menu with 3 teas that come out with each course of your experience, which I actually really liked. They tell you about the tea, you get to try it, and you only have 1 glass versus having a whole pot of the same thing. If you have been listening to this podcast for a while, you would know that I am very partial to the 3-tiered tray afternoon tea experience, which is why if you go back to our London episode when we talk about afternoon tea there, Brittany and Jamal did not get the 3-tiered experience, and I don't think that it weighs up to what it could be. The Driskill does. They come in right and you get the 3-trade experience, and it is beautiful.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
So let's get into the menu of the afternoon tea during this summer experience that I went for. And like I said, it rotates, so this was summer. The teas that they brought out were Iron Goddess of Mercy, which started as an iced tea, which was really cool. You usually don't get iced tea at afternoon tea experiences. It's an oolong tea with honey and amber, earthy flavors, fresh plum notes. They also had on the table a couple different syrups that you could add, a blueberry one, a hibiscus one. So you can add those to your tea if you'd like. And they also had honey as well. So that came out with the first course. And the first course was a Texas peach stone. Texas in the summer, we love our peaches. It was really, really good. One of the best scones I've ever had, actually. You, of course, had your mango marmalade, clotted cream, lemon curd, and then you also had a delicious iced lemon poppy pound cake. I love starting afternoon tea with sweets. It was amazing, and it went really well with that tea on a hot summer day. So that was already sitting on the table when we came out. It was not on a 3-tiered tray. I was a little bit worried, like, oh no, maybe we're not going to have it. But alas, the second course really made up for it, right? So the second course, once you were ready for it, they would bring it out. It's on a 3-tiered tray, and it includes egg salad sandwiches that have English mustard and a bowfin caviar. Yes, I did eat the caviar. There was a pimento cheese and crumbled sugar pecan bread, cucumber and sprouts toast, On the original menu, there was a shrimp salad, but I didn't have that one because I don't eat seafood. And then, they had a Helen Corbett's chicken salad sandwich that was so good. Because it is a 3-tiered tray, it was also brought out with the third course of desserts. So the desserts included buttermilk pie, citrus buttermilk custard, butter crust. It had a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake with a graham cracker crust. It was so good. A chocolate cake with bourbon frosting and roasted Texas pecans. You know Texas loves their pecans. And then lastly, it had a strawberry sugar shortbread cookie. All of them were really, really good. By the time the third course came out, you're full. If you've ever been to afternoon tea, you know the servings are very small, but your eyes can be deceiving because by the end of it, you're usually really full. So the teas that came out with this one, for the second course with your sandwiches, there was a Ceylon black tea. It was very bold. It was intense, but it was also laid back. It was really, really good. And I love my black tea with a little cream and sugar. So I popped that in. It was absolutely delicious to have with the sandwiches. And then the third tea was a decaffeinated tea, which I kind of appreciated because by the time we finished our afternoon tea, it was getting to be about 5 o'clock. And I didn't need a third caffeinated tea at that point. Texas Sweet Dreams decaffeinated tea. It had rose lips, lemongrass, hibiscus, orange peel, lavender. It was sweetened with stevia, natural vanilla. It was so good. I did pour a little bit of the syrups in this one, get a little extra flavor in there. I mean, it's on your table. You might as well use it, right? And everything with afternoon tea is so cute. They're a little serving spoon and a little pouring drink for the cream. So you want to use everything on the table, and we did, and it was a really fun experience. Now, of course, for the kids menu, kids are typically more picky, and my niece, who I was there with, is a picky eater. And so I really appreciated that these sandwiches were more tailored for kids. There was one sandwich that they brought out that was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, sliced sideways, diagonally, of course, and one of the diagonal sides was dipped in sprinkles. It was so cute, and she loved it, of course. So she enjoyed all of the items on the afternoon tea, which is very surprising considering how picky of an eater she was. And I did say that they brought out Prosecco for the adults. They also had sparkling cider for kids, which was a nice touch for her to, feel included and drink out of the fancy glass. All in all, we stayed about 2 hours. We certainly could have extended it out longer, or you could power through it and go a little shorter. But I think it was the perfect amount of time. It was a beautiful setting. The waitresses were absolutely amazing. I would definitely come back and do afternoon tea here at the Driskill again. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Just the Tip. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on all the socials at Travel Squad Podcast. And have fun traveling this weekend.